Getting ready to do a fence move. Gonna move this one that's by the lean-to. Gonna move it over there beyond the netting, which you may not be able to see in the sun. There's the flock hanging out in one of their small paddocks. You can see I just split them up into these small paddocks and move them about every 3 days. Today's pretty windy. My microphone isn't working, so hopefully you can hear me. Let's do a fence move. This wind has created a corn solid fence on my woven wire. It was just harvested a few days ago, and the wind is really crazy today, so it blew it up all along my woven fence. These are some movable shade shelters I built with just cattle panel, some shade cloth. I need some more tent stakes as they're blowing in the wind today. It's a pretty windy day. But you can easily move them around. You just unhook the chain that holds them together, flatten them, and then drag it across the pasture. Alright, that fence is down and loaded up in the mule. Sometimes I don't even need the mule since these are just pretty small moves, but I brought it out today. I pre-mow the strips where I put up new fence. I also actually mowed off all the tops out here of this grass. You can see it was really tall. This is this first year in pasture. This was tillable. See, there's some oats in here that are coming up. Some spots are really still green for almost November. That's good. But as we get over to this side of the pasture, this was old CRP, and there's really not much green under here, so I'll probably turn this into a bigger paddock instead of breaking it up, because there's really just like nothing under here. It's old foxtail. Over there it's witch grass, I guess. I'm learning my grasses, I don't know them all yet. I did not plant that, of course. Planted some orchard grass. Over here some warm season blue stem, and planted some timothy. I have to go look up exactly what I planted, but didn't plant the stuff that came up. Well, some of it, some of the green stuff that's meant to be. But there's still quite a bit on this side. It's just as I move this way across the pasture, there's less. So I might just make it into a bigger paddock when I get over here. So there it is, the new fence line. I forgot to turn the video on for some of it, but it's pretty boring. I was just pulling the wires and the tape. And I'm experimenting with the different types of rollers, and I like the tape because it's visible, but it's more cumbersome to roll up. The Greg Duty folks like the wire. That's Premier One. I have some from another provider, so I'm kind of experimenting with it all. And then I had netting in my old pasture, so I'm just kind of rotating and using what I have to make these paddocks so I don't have to spend any more. Since it's going to be windy and rainy the rest of this week, I'm not going to use movable shade shelters. I have some more on the ground over there. I'm going to steal that fence line over there and make a fence line to this little lean-to. Eventually I'm going to build some fencing around this lean-to also, so it's easier to use. It's not advised to do this because they supposedly make trails, but I'd rather they have wind protection and so forth. We already kind of got bare ground in here anyway. Over the years, we'll try to fix that. So I'm going to steal this fence and move it. So tomorrow's move, they'll have access to this lean-to. enjoying themselves. It's kind of a hot day for the end of October. They're a little warm in all their winter gear. Well, I got the fence set up so they can get to the lean-to tomorrow. Not sure it was probably not. Because I only have them out during the day, and it's October, and so, but anyway, it's done. I've tested it with the testers. Make sure everything is hot. So I got 7.3 on that one, and 7.3 on the bottom one. So it is hot. Ready for the move. No. They got to escape in the bigger pasture because I took their perimeter fence out. So they've actually been running around having fun because they've got a really big paddock now. Oop, there's Osage. There's Osage being a good girl.